Good morning, everybody. Okay, today what we want to do is we're going to take the first portion of this training and we're going to go through the compensation plan as it exists today. Now, I think most of you that are on this training call are also aware of a transition that we're going to make starting November 1, where we will have a new overlay front end that will accelerate the earnings capability for people brand new getting involved in the business. So I'm going to go through that as well. What I want to do here first is this portion of the training is really our future, because this is where the residual income is going to come from. This is going to show you exactly what that potential is. So what I want to do is I want to begin, first of all, and we're going to talk a little bit about the compensation plan as it relates to our business on a global basis. And basically what Dubli has done is they put together a compensation plan that is incredibly unique. And it allows us, each of us as independent business associates, to build a business based on how we want to build it, whether we're talking about a regional business, national business, international business. And by the way, you're not going to know really where your business is going to grow and go, because you may start it initially with people that you know, and you know where they live or whatnot, but you may not know who they know, and your business will go international. So I guarantee you that. That's just the way it's going to be. Now, our business model is based this way. We get paid on every single transaction any of our business associates make and any of their related customers globally, regardless of the country they live in. We get paid on all transactions being generated in the shopping mall, all transactions being generated in the travel, entertainment, financial services, whatever Dubli has added in terms of products and services on the retail side of our business, that's the Dubli.com side of our business, we will get paid on that, all of it. We also get paid on any of the memberships globally, whether we're talking about the premium membership, the $4.95 a month, the VIP memberships, the $99 annually, in certain parts of the world. You know, the VIP memberships, as we know, are $49.50 in US dollars, but for their currency. But whatever is available in terms of commissionable transactions, we get paid on it all. We also get paid on any of the development of our business. The business overrides on our business associates, what they do, the compensation on our entire global business, including incentives, and any of the partner programs that have been enrolled by any of our business associates anywhere in the world. And it's based on our rank. We're going to go through all of that here in this training. So in essence, what we're saying is Dubli has a complete, global, seamless business, period, in the conversation. Very powerful, very strong. Now let's start how we enter the business. We all pay a $99 business package cost to start our business. It's 110 Australian and 75 euro. And this allows us to have access to all of the tools, all of the materials, everything that Dubli has to offer, a lot of the training materials, the academy, all that we need to have to literally run a very successful global international business. Now, as business associates, we have the ability to determine what kind of business we want. A part-time business, local business, national, international business. And based on our business plan, there are products available to us entering the business that we choose what best fits our business plan. Now, the first one is $495. It's our business associate package. It's what gets us started as a team member. We have two options in terms of that $495. One option is that we can get included in that with everything else that comes along with it. It's 5 one-year VIP memberships. Those VIP memberships are $99 at retail, and those are retailable, by the way. Or if we want, we can also select 50 one-month trial vouchers, and this is gives us a few more for those that do some maybe internet marketing or something along those lines, where they believe they can get more than just 5 that would enroll and see the value as VIP. So it's our choice depending on what kind of business we're building and where we're going to go with it. Now, one of the things that I want to mention, I want to kind of draw, since this is a training, I want to take you through my perception and from my perspective on what the value is on what we're doing. So if a business associate chooses the $495 package, and I'm going to talk specifically about the one with the 5 one-year vouchers, it's like saying you've got $500 worth of product there. Now, we want to be a VIP customer of our own, because we are also entitled to the retail incentives, even though we're in the business as well. So you always want to be your own VIP customer. So you're going to take one of the 5 and you're going to use it for yourself, which is going to leave you 4 VIP vouchers. If you sold the 4 off, that will return you roughly $400. And so, if you want to look at it from an out-of-pocket standpoint, call this $500, you got $400 back, then you've got $100 out of pocket. And I'm drawing this in kind of a terms for somebody just getting involved in the business, and doesn't have a great amount of capital to run a business, but they see the value here and they want to engage. But every one of those vouchers, including the one you use for yourself, also carries a 25% commission. So on all 5 vouchers, when they are activated, and that is the key, activated, then 25% of that $99, and call it $25, is also paid in commission. So on those 5 vouchers, you've got $125 in commission being paid back to you. So basically, you've now got literally all the cost dollar back plus a profit. And again, I'm just putting that in perspective so that each of you understands the value the package can represent to somebody starting in the business. So this is one package that's available to us. Now, another package that's available to us, depending again on how we want to start our business and what we're doing, is the TLA package. This is the one for $2,475. This particular package, from my perspective, is designed for 1 or 2 people. One type of person is the individual in the development of their business plan wants to market partner programs. And that is either the for-profit partner programs or the nonprofits. And they'll select this package. Now, the reason they're going to select the package is, number one, it includes the $99 business package. It includes 15 of the VIP membership vouchers, so that's $1,500 in value. It includes 100 one-month trial VIP vouchers. Now, those are $2.50 a piece if you look at it from the retail side of it. So that's roughly another $250 in terms of value. And it also includes the partner program certification. Now, that certification is $995. Anyone that wants to be able to market a partner program must go through the certification and must pay that $995. Now, in our business, either you're a team coordinator in terms of position and rank, and we're going to go through the full compensation plan here in a second, and then when you reach that rank, then you spend the $1,000, go through the certification training. Now you can go market partner programs. Or you select the TLA package, which means now that $1,000 is included, you don't have to spend it again. You go through the certification training, which generally can be done in half a day and is done online. And you can immediately start marketing partner programs. So you don't have to wait till you get to the team coordinator position. And you also get your earnings is going to go from the initial 5% to 10% as a team leader. So that's built into this. So this is a package designed for them. It's also designed for the individual that's been very successful in business, no matter what his business endeavor has been, has made really good money, has looked at Dubli, understands e-commerce, sees what's going on, wants to engage, and it's the kind of individual that wants to move fast and move through the ranks in our business as quick as he can to get to the top, recognizing the fact that the business must mature and grow in terms of not only business associates but customers to really show significant income. And so when they do that, they're maximizing their income as their business matures and grows. So that's the 2 types of individuals that are going to look at using this. Now, when you look at the price tag of $2,475, keep in mind that you've got 15 of those 1-year VIP vouchers. So again, that's $1,500 in value. You've also got the 100 trial vouchers at $250, so that's another $250 in value. So you can look at that as $1,750. It includes the $1,000 training, so that's $2,750. You spent $2,475, so if you look at it from that perspective, that puts you at a plus $275, if you will. Again, just to get kind of a feel for the value of the package. Now, again, I'm not even taking into consideration the earning capabilities and what we're going to be doing as we build our business, and we will go through that. But I just want you to, from how I look at things, to see the value of what the package represents. Now, another package that we have available for a business associate is the Platinum TLA package. Now, this is $6,000. Again, this is designed specifically specifically for an individual who knows for a fact that he knows a number of owners of for-profit companies, or at least the decision makers in for-profit companies, that he knows it without a doubt that he can get at least one of them to want to enroll as a co-branded partner utilizing the Dubli Business Partner. That's the individual that's going to select this. It's $6,000. Now it has the same value package as the previous TLA package, which is the 27 is basically the 2750. But it also includes one partner certification. Now the partner the partner registration voucher. A for-profit company will pay $6,995 up front to be able to have a partner program with Dubli. And then they will pay $499 a month on a month-to-month basis for Dubli to maintain the whole back end, the marketing and everything for them. So when the individual selects this package, they're getting that voucher, that entry voucher of $6,995 included, and they're also getting 1 year's monthly maintenance included. So that's roughly a $6,000 value. It's $5,998. So why do they select this? Because they know they have at least one. They know, again, they've got to know that. Because what they can do, and one of the methods, and I'm not saying this is the way to do it, I'm just saying one of the methods that an individual would use, is they can tell their partner, tell you what I'm going to do. It's $6,995 one-time fee, and it's going to be $499 a month, so it's going to be roughly $6,000 for the year for the maintenance of the back end of your business. Pay the $6,995, and I'll get that first year waived for you at no charge. So it's a $6,000 value to the partner. So the partner will pay the $6,995, call it $7,000, and know they got a year's maintenance for free. And so it's a great deal for the partner. It's a great deal for the business associate, because the business associate spent $6,000 for the package, just got $7,000. So we made roughly $1,000 profit, not including the retail value of all of the other pieces that are included in that. So that's why an individual with that capability would select this package. Now, the other package we have is called the Elite TLA package. And again, designed specifically for one kind of person. And this is somebody that really, within the for-profit world, has a lot of contacts, knows a lot of people, and knows without a doubt that they know at least 3 business owners, 3 decision makers that would definitely want to use a co-branded Dubli partner site. They'll select this because, number one, it's going to cost them, first of all, $12,000. Again, the same value at the top end of this, the business package, everything else is the same as the $2,475 TLA package with the same retail value, everything's included. But here, they're going to get 3 of the partner registration vouchers. So if you figure those are roughly $7,000 a piece, that's $21,000 in value. They're also going to get the 1 year free maintenance for 3 of those partners, roughly another $18,000 in value. They make the same deal, the same offering to those partners who they know without a doubt, they'll have at least 3. So they would sell those 3 programs, roughly $7,000. They're going to get paid $21,000. They spent $12,000, so they've got roughly a $9,000 profit, not including what's the value that's already built in with the VIP memberships. So again, very, very specific for a very specific individual with some very specific contacts. So those are the packages that are available to us in terms of how we enter, what we do, getting involved in the business. Now, above and beyond the package selection that we would make based on our particular business model, the only other thing that we need to make sure that we do, and it doesn't matter if we come in for the $495 or any of the TLA packages, with Dubli in our business, we are really in the customer acquisition business. So the expectation is that we will enroll a minimum of one VIP customer a month using our vouchers, and that maintains us as an active business associate in good standing with the company. That's all we need to do, 1 a month. Again, it doesn't matter if you selected one of the TLA packages, came in for $495, make sure every single month that you take care of enrolling a VIP, buy the voucher. Now, you may be busy, things may be going on. but just make sure you actually buy the voucher. You can buy them in advance if you want so that you don't have to worry about it. But this is the only thing that we need to make sure that we do that keeps us in good standing. So now that we've started our business, let me take you through the earnings side. And there's two sources of income for us. One is on our personal customers. This is the customers we introduce and any of the referred customers that come from them. And the second is on the customers through an organization that we're building of our other business associates. Now on the personal side, we have the ability to earn 25% on every commissionable transaction generated by our customers and their referred customers. Now, what that means is this. Customer comes in, they pay, let's say they pay $4.95 a month as a premium customer month to month. On $4.95 a month, we're going to earn 25% of that on a month-to-month basis. So, we're talking somewhere around $1.20 every single month off that customer. If it's a VIP customer, they paid $99 once for the year. We're going to make a 25% commission on that. So once a year, we're going to earn roughly $25. Every purchase they make in the mall, every transaction purchase they make in the travel, wherever they make it, we get paid 25% on every commissionable transaction generated by any of our customers anywhere and with anything that they do. That is based not on their cash back. It's based on what is called commissionable revenue paid by the vendor. Now that's different. A rule of thumb that some use, now you just got to understand this is a rule of thumb, is the free cashback percentage paid by the vendor is a close proximity to the commissionable revenue paid by the vendor to Dubli that we're paid on. So if you want to get kind of an idea of what it would look like, you can base it on that if you're trying to figure out income along those lines. To know it exactly, specifically, you would literally need to go into Dubli Network, your business site, go to the shopping mall, look at the vendor, see what the commissionable revenue is, see whatever percentage it is, multiply it by the retail dollar being spent by the customer. Then you'll see what the commissionable revenue is. So you don't need to do that. We're talking about getting a general idea. If you've been on any of the presentations that I do and we talk about commissionable transactions being generated from customers, you've also heard me say it doesn't matter if we're talking about nickels, dimes, quarters, whatever it is, when you've got millions of transactions being generated on a weekly basis by a consumer base around the world, you're talking about an unprecedented revenue stream. So just know that everything customers do is commissionable to us. And it doesn't matter where the customer comes from. This example, again, that we've done on business presentation just shows that, we may know the first customer that we put into the business. Maybe somebody that lives across the street, could be a relative, whatever. They're going to refer people who refer people who refer people. We're not going to have any idea who any of these people are. But Dubli will treat them all as if we personally enroll them. So every single transaction that they generate, no matter where they live, any place in the world, we will be paid upon those transactions. That's an exciting part of our business. It actually allows an individual that maybe isn't interested in building a big organization the ability to generate an income, given time for their business to mature and grow, because it is a business, whether you're talking about a year, 2, 3 years, 4 years, whatever, they're usually going to do it part-time. They probably have a job that pays their bills on a month-to-month basis. But if they know over the next 1, 2, 3, 4 years, they can build a separate income stream of $1,000 or $2,000, $3,000 a month from customers, and they know it's going to be there every single month. That's a huge, huge impact on people today. I don't care where they live, whether it's here in the U.S. or anywhere else in the world. That's a great addition to the income to help them have the type of lifestyle that they want to have. So this is one source of income. Now the second source is on the business building side. This is on our organization. This is where we have the ability to earn an additional 5 to as much as 27.5% on the entire consumer base of an organization that we're building. And it's based on the rank that we have in the business as we build our business. So as we go through this, and this model shows you building your business what I call organically. So in other words, it's an individual that comes in for $4.95 and they're enrolling people who come in for $4.95 and they have the title of team member. Now that is the entry level. It's the bottom rung on the business building side of our business. And at the entry level, we will earn a 5% commission on any of the new people that we enroll, whatever package they buy, and all the transactions being generated by their customers. Now, as we continue to develop our business and enroll more people, once we have enrolled 3 people who also selected the $4.95 package, or given the title of team member, we get our first promotion, what is called team leader. And as a team leader, we pick up an additional 5%. So our earnings doubles, goes from 5 to 10% on an aggregate total capability. And the reason I use that terminology is that we get paid the difference between what we're entitled to at our rank and what our people are entitled to at their rank. So in this example, these people are entitled to 5%. They're team members. The team leader is entitled to 10%. So the difference between the two is 5%. So we will be paid 5% on every new person enrolling, all the customers, all the transactions through the whole organization. Doesn't matter how deep it goes. We will, if we start brand new business, then we will be paid 10% on that new business we enroll. In other words, whatever package that they buy, and then 5% on the business that matures and grows. Now, I'm going to come back to the team leader position here in a second, because if you started with the TLA package, the 2475 or any of them, you actually start at this position with no organization, and it allows you to start out of the gate at 10%, even on the first few people that you enroll in the business. But I want to go through the compensation plan as we would build it organically, and then I'm going to come back and we'll talk a little bit about that TLA package. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to duplicate for these people the efforts that we did with this person. In other words, we're going to help each one of them enroll 3 people, because once they have enrolled 3 people personally, they also get a promotion to team leader. Now, when each one of these is promoted to team leader, so these are 3 personally enrolled team leaders, this individual who is a team leader gets a promotion again to what we call team coordinator. As a team coordinator, they will pick up an additional 5%. So now their aggregate total capability is 15. But the difference between a team coordinator and a team leader is still 5%, because it's 15% minus 10. But now the numbers of people being enrolled, the numbers of customers and transactions taking place are increasing. So the team coordinator's income should be growing very nicely. The team coordinator, if they enroll a new individual, start a new business, is going to earn 15% on whatever product or package that individual buys, and then they will earn 10% once it's, a team leader position, or until it becomes a team leader position. Then the differential, when it goes to 5, then they'll earn it 5% all the way through. It doesn't matter how deep that organization goes, all the way to the bottom, if you will. So if we take it again one step further, and we're going to help these individuals that are team leaders duplicate the process. So again, one more time, they've got 3 personally enrolled. We're going to help their 3 personally enrolled their 3. So each one of these people will have 3 personally enrolled team leaders, which then will get each of them promoted also to team coordinator, just like this individual. And when that happens, this individual gets another promotion to what we call sales director. As a sales director, they pick up an additional 5%. So that means now their aggregate total capabilities is now 20. The differential between the sales director and the team coordinator is still 5, because it's 20% minus 15. Again, the numbers are getting larger, so the sales director's income is growing very nicely. All the new products being sold by new people coming in the business, and all the transactions being generated. They'll earn 20% on any new business they start. 15% on that business as it grows and matures. Hits team leader, it's going to be 10%. Hits team coordinator, it'll become 5%. Now, the sales directors in our business being built what I call organically, generally will have, when somebody gets there, normally will have somewhere between 50, just many as 300 people in their business. But if we were to look at it in a perfect world, which we know we don't live in, and so if you started as a team member at $4.95, you enrolled 3, got you to team leader, you help you 3 enroll 3 more for 9, you get promoted to team coordinator, help the 9 enroll 3 more for 27, you're a sales director with a total number of 39 people in your group, if you were building it in a perfect world, which again, we don't live in. If you use the TLA package, and this is the other individual that I talked about that is a successful business individual that wants to move very, very quickly, you selected the TLA package, you started out as team leader, you enrolled 3 people who also selected the TLA package, get you a promotion to team coordinator with a group of 3, help those 3 enroll 3, also selecting the TLA package. You're promoted to sales director with a group of 12 versus a group of 39, both case scenarios if we lived in a perfect world, which we don't live in. And in most cases, sales directors between 50 and 300 people when they get there. Now, remember, we don't get paid income based on rank. We get paid income based on transactions, based on things happening in our business. But it just allows people to get to the higher ranks as quick as they can so that they can maximize their income as the business matures and grows, which we know it has to. Now, the next promotion from sales director is vice president. This is where it's going to change a little bit. As a vice president, you need to have at least 5 sales teams, 5 separate legs if we want to use network marketing terminology. Anywhere in each one of those sales teams needs to be a sales director. They do not need to be personally enrolled. Now, when that happens, you get your promotion to vice president. As a vice president, you will pick up another 5%. So now your aggregate total capabilities is 25. Now, if you look at the differential between a vice president and a sales director, it's still 5% because 25 minus 20. But vice presidents have a very, very significant organization. So there's a lot of new businesses being added, a lot of customers, a lot of transactions. Vice president's income is very, very handsome and continues to grow, especially today now as we're starting to really build significant momentum and we see a lot of the things that are happening. Vice presidents will earn 25% on any new business they start, 20% of the business that matures and grows. When it becomes a team leader, the differential will be 15. So again, I think you start to see and understand how the differential works. Now, the top position in our business is senior vice president. It's the same basic structure, at least 5 sales teams. Someplace in each sales team needs to be a vice president. And again, they don't need to be personally enrolled. As a senior vice president, you pick up an additional 2.5%. So now your aggregate total capability is 27.5. The differential between the senior vice president and a vice president is only 2.5%, but don't be fooled by 2.5%. Senior vice presidents have a massive organization. There's a significant number of business associates, new people coming into the business, lots of customers, customer transactions. Senior vice presidents make a very, very handsome income. The differential applies across the board, whether it's a team leader, team coordinator, same thing applies all the way across. So you can see how you don't have just 5 sales teams, you're going to have 10, 15, 20, however many you enroll, and you're talking about some very, very significant income. Now this in one quick snapshot gives you an idea of what I just walked you through. These are the titles of our positions. As you can see, each position is assigned 5% in terms of earnings addition. Senior vice president is 2.5. This is the aggregate totals I just walked you through. Now, as you build your business and you hit the team coordinator position, you will have team coordinators in your organization as they're building their business. So we have what we call a generation override that starts at team coordinator for those people. So it means if you're looking at your organization, you have a team coordinator, you're going to earn an override on that entire team coordinator organization, all the way to the bottom of it, no matter how deep it goes, of 2%. Now, sales directors have the ability to earn 2 generations, 2% once. So at first, you're earning your differential until you hit your first sales director organization, and then on that sales director organization, you're going to earn a 2% override all the way through it to the very bottom. Now, if there's a second sales director in that organization, then you're going to earn 1% on the second generation sales director all the way through its entire organization to the very bottom. Vice presidents pick up 3 generations, 2%, 2%, 1%. So again, same situation. You're building your business, and you've got vice presidents in your group. As you're building, you're trying to get the senior vice president. That you're going to get your differential, whatever it is. When you find that first vice president, on that entire vice president's organization, you'll earn a 2% override all the way through the whole thing to the bottom. If there's a second vice president in that particular organization, you still earn another 2% all the way through it, all the way to the bottom. If you have a third vice president in that organization, you've got a heck of an organization, by the way, you're going to earn 1% on that third vice president organization all the way to the bottom. Again, don't get misled by 1%, 2%. It's dollars and cents we take to the bank. And you're talking about some very, very significant income. Senior vice presidents have 2 generations of overrides, 1.5% on their first generation of senior vice president and 1%. And again, you're really talking about some crazy income, absolutely crazy income. Now, this is the back end. This is the business. This is our compensation plan as it exists today, and as it exists for what we call the back end of our business. And that, though, what I just walked you through, the slides, all of that are in all of your back offices. Everything is there. There's a printed material back there that will walk you through all of the things that are necessary for you to know and understand. But all of you also know that starting November 1, we will introduce a binary overlay to the front end of our business. Now, I want to explain why we're doing this. We want the ability for people entering our business to make some very quick income, some very good income that allows them to sustain the timeline that they need for their business to mature and grow. And so it's going to help them pay bills. It's going to help them have some additional cash to invest into their business so that they can continue to grow it and enjoy the fruits of their effort and the labor they're going to put into the business, because this is an incredibly powerful business model. And it's going to be a balanced binary that allows everybody an opportunity to really build a significant income, not only on the front end, but also on the back end in a very, very good way. Now, the only products that will feed in this binary, the only products are the initial package bought by a business associate when they start their business. That's all that feeds into the binary. Everything else, additional packages bought, promotional pieces bought, the partner programs, the vouchers, customer transactions, everything goes into the back end of our business, not into the binary. Only the front product, one-time purchase bought by a business associate. Now, here's what we're doing on this front-end piece. Every individual that starts our business, they're going to come into the business, they're going to select a package. They're going to select either the $4.95 package, they're going to select the $24.75 package, whatever they're going to select. When you're in the business and you enroll your first couple of people, you will earn a fast start bonus on the package that they purchase. If they purchase the $4.95 package, you're going to earn 10% of $49.50. If they select the TLA package, and by the way, we are changing the name of that package in November to PPA, the Partner Program Accelerator Package, they're going to earn 10% of that $24.75, which is $247.50. So right out of the gate, they're going to be able to earn double the income that they would be able to normally earn just starting as a team member. And that's the fast start bonus. Then they're going to have the ability to earn up to 20% every time a bonus is paid, and a bonus will be paid every time there's a minimum of $400, 400 points on what we will call the right side and 400 points on the left side. It is a trigger mechanism that we've established that will generate the bonus each time, and they can earn up to 20%. So here's what it means is this. Somebody enrolls in the business, and let's say they select the $4.95 package. They're coming into the business as a team member. They're also going to be given a bonus gift of 4,000 points. Now the points are, in essence, are dollars, but it's 4,000 points. If they select the TLA package, which will be called the PPA package, they're going to be given 20,000 points. Now, it applies to them and them only. If you're making notes, this is important, and you can have a copy of this recording. It counts to them and them only. The upline, if you will, is paid on real dollars, whatever is being spent, not on the bonus points. The bonus points are designed to help a brand new individual move very, very quickly, and we're going to go through that here in a second. The earnings, again, on your first level, the team bonuses can also be earned up to 20%. There will be generation bonuses in this portion of what we're calling the Dubli D2G2 aspect of our compensation. You'll also have the ability to be able to earn up to 5 to 10% on matching bonuses at the start, in generations, if you will, starting at the team leader position. These bonuses are based on your binary bonus earnings, nothing else. Now, here's how this is going to work. Well, one other thing, I don't want to forget this. Also, we have our a quarterly customer activation pool. Right now, it's set up at 3%. Now, that can change from quarter to quarter depending on what the company is doing and what kind of promotions are being run. It's based on real dollars being spent on a quarterly basis. So they're going to take a look at what's being spent on that quarter. They'll take 3% of that goes in the pool, at least for this particular quarter. And for every 3 VIP customers that are activated, that's the key, activated, you will be given a share in the bonus pool. And you can have as many of those shares as you want. And so at the end of the quarter, they'll take a look at the dollar amount that bonus represents. They're going to take a look at the total number of shares that have been earned globally. They will take a look at the number of shares you've earned. They will see what percentage your shares mean to the global shares earned, and then that percentage is what you'll earn on the dollars in the bonus pool, and it will be paid to you in cash. Dubli will also then match your earnings. So let's just say, for the sake of conversation, you got a bonus of $2,000. Dubli will also match that $2,000 with $2,000 in their global campaigns. You don't have to spend it, company's spending it, equals whatever you earn in a bonus that goes through those global campaigns that will generate additional customers for you in the next quarter that also then will allow you, with whatever you're doing, earn additional shares in the bonus pool. Now, when you think about it, that's a pretty amazing thing the company's doing on our behalf. It allows it, they're helping us continue to stay active in the customer acquisition bonus pool on a quarter-to-quarter basis. The more we do, the more we earn, the more dollars they spend on our behalf on further promotions that acquires more customers for us. Not only does it get us into the bonus pool, but we've got to remember the back end of our business based on customers is our residual income. It's our exit strategy, if you will. So that's all included, and that's all part of what will start taking place November 1. The other thing that the company will do on our behalf is this. We know that we stay qualified, we must make sure that we do 1 VIP customer a month, 1 voucher a month. So that means 12 a year. If we choose to acquire additional vouchers, anything above the requirement, the 1 per month requirement, Dubli will match that dollar for dollar also in their promotional global expenditures. So I know we have some very professional business people that have some companies that are involved with Dubli, and they're building a business, and they're used to spending tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars annually in their business on advertising, promotion, and whatnot. So for them to take a look at this and say, well, it's nothing for me to throw $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month. If we're talking about customer acquisition, that's a lot cheaper than what I'm doing in my current business today. So this allows us also as another way of accelerating our customer acquisition piece on a personal side. Also within our organization, if our team is doing the same thing, then you're also looking at the customer acquisition accelerated on the organizational side. So the company's also going to do this as an additional benefit for us that are engaged in the business. Now, let's talk about what we call the dual team compensation plan. So as we build our business and we're starting to develop our enrollment side, we're going to start sponsoring people to develop our team. On the first 2 people that we enroll, one will go on the left, one's going to go on the right. Now, we want to make sure that we are active and qualified. 2 terms that are very important, active and qualified. We're active when we bought a package. But to be qualified, what we want to make sure that we do is we have one on the right, one on the left. That qualifies us to start earning the bonuses on the dual team commission. So, and we're going to do the same thing with our people. We want them to enroll their 2 people to become qualified. That way they also have the ability to earn commissions on the dual team side. So as we start building our business, and we're talking about somebody brand new, we're going to have the fast start bonus of 10%. So we're assuming here that it's the $495 package, they're going to earn $49.50. If it happens to be the TLA package, it's going to be the $247.50. And that gets paid weekly, by the way. Now, that's the step as we become active. We enroll TMA with a team member, TLA package, qualified. We enroll one on the right, one on the left. We can now earn our own bonuses. Now, as we continue to build our business and we generate that first commission. So it's based on $400. It's $400 is the trigger. So they come in with $495 on the package. You put one on the right, one on the left. $400 is the trigger. In a perfect world here, in this example here, it's always going to be paid on what is called the lesser volume, the weak side. It depends on what terminology you want to use, and whatever that dollar amount is. Now, this is a perfect example because you got one on the right, one on the left. So either one could, at this juncture, be the weak side. So, but 10% of $400, because it's on a $400 trigger, would be a $40 commission. The $95 will carry forwards. You don't lose it. So that will generate the cycle, the $400, one on the right, one on the left, or multiples thereof. Now, as you continue to build your business, you have the ability to move from 10% to as high as 20% on that bonus. And it's based on the number of people that we're enrolling on the right and the left combined. So here's how this is going to work. So as you build your business, you became active by enrolling, you became qualified, you sponsored one on the right, one on the left, you're entitled to the 10%. 10% of the bonus is going to be $40, as we just looked at the example. When you sponsored 4 people, there's going to be 2 on the right, 2 on the left, because you got to remember now we're looking at the personal side of our business, the back end of our business. You personally enroll 4 people, but on this front end piece, the binary piece, it's 2 teams. That's why it's called a dual team. So they have to go on one of the 2 teams. So you're going to put one on the right, one on the left. So now you got 2 and 2. When you've got 2 on the right, 2 on the left, that bonus now goes to 15%. So instead of earning $40 bonus, you've now earned a $60 bonus. Once you've enrolled 6 people total, 3 on the right, 3 on the left, your bonus will go to 20%. So now it's $80, exactly doing the same thing, by the way. So instead of earning 40, you're earning $80. This should come naturally, by the way, folks, naturally, because if you're looking at moving through our ranks from team member, team leader, team coordinator, all the way through the vice president, senior vice president, you're going to build a significant number of personally enrolled, because there's no way to guess who will, who won't. And for example, if I'm working with people personally, I'm generally telling them sponsor 5 to 10 people. Let's find 3 that are going to go your way. That'll get you to sales director, and we continue to grow and develop our business. So as you're doing that, this will happen for you. The real question is, will it happen in a day, a week, a month? And that determines on how fast you want to go. So this is just so it shows you how to get to that 20%. 1 on the right, 1 on the left, 10%, 2 on the right, 2 on the left, 15%, 3 on the right, 3 on the left, 20%. And it goes all the way through the bottom. It doesn't matter how deep that organization goes. Another example of just what it means. Now, here's the other thing that happens. We also get paid a matching type bonus on our personally enrolled. Personally enrolled. If you sponsored 6 people, you personally enrolled 6 people, even though they're in different locations on 2 sales teams, on the dual team side. But they're your personally enrolled. So you can earn on your personally enrolled, first of all, anywhere from 10 to 20%, based on the same way that we changed our numbers on the bonus from $40 to $80. 2 people, or one on the right, one on the left, you're going to get a 10% bonus on your personally enrolled. 2 on the right, 2 on the left, 15% bonus. 3 on the right, 3 on the left, 20% bonus on their check. So whatever their earnings are, you will earn either 10%, 15%, or 20% of their check as a bonus on your personally enrolled. So it's making sure that we're working with our people, helping them become successful, because the more they earn, the more we earn. Now, the other thing that will happen is we have the ability to earn generation bonuses, as we build our business. And so what we want to do is we want to make sure that this is just another example of how that 3 on the right, 3 on the left is going to break out for you, is we want to make sure that as we build our business, that we're helping our people to develop their business, to grow it, and to be successful. This is just another representation of how the bonus will go. And these slides, by the way, are available or will be available in the back office, so you'll have access to them as well, so that you can use these with your groups in terms of your training, that type of thing. The matching bonuses will work this way, and they start at team leader. This is based on our rank on the back end of our business. And as you develop your your organization, you will be able to earn a generation bonus, one generation bonus on team leaders. Now, this is paid all the way through the whole thing. And it's on their check, also on the bonus check. When you build your business to team coordinator, you're going to earn a 2-generation matching check bonus on the whole thing, on the binary side, on the front end side, on all of their checks. And we're talking about personally in what we would call a personal genealogy. Now, when you reach the sales director rank, you're going to earn 3 generations on matching bonus of checks. And when you hit the vice president level or senior vice president level, you're going to earn 4 generations of earnings through your organization. Now, here's what I want you to understand. I'm going to go back one slide. When we say matching bonuses, you could be, let's say, a team coordinator. And a team coordinator, you have 2 generations of team coordinators. But you could have 10, 15 people between each team coordinator of team leaders that are qualified and active. And so they're earning some checks of their own, whatever it is. Because it's paid on generations, it's not only on the individuals that are qualified as team coordinators, but it's also a bonus paid on every single check on every single business associate between them. So you could be getting a matching percent check on 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 200 checks. That's the generation pay. That could be very, very powerful. And as you move through the ranks and you become vice president, you become a sales director, vice president, senior vice presidents, just think of the numbers of checks between each generation of people that are qualified and active that are earning checks. It doesn't matter if they're earning an $80 check, an $800 check, an $8,000 check, and if they're part of the generation between the 2 ranks, it's all included. All included. Very, very powerful income. This is a representation of the income capabilities based on what we're calling the D2, G2 side of the business. And it's easy to keep in mind. It's the front end of our business. It's the bonus side of our business, and then the back end remains the same. The back end is the power, folks. It is the exit strategy. The thing that I want people to understand is this. Whatever you make on the front end, starting November, as we build our business, matures and grows, we're going to have we're going to have people really being able to earn some really crazy, crazy money. Whatever that is, I will tell you, as the business matures and grows, the back end of our business, the residual income, and I'm talking residual income based on retail transactions, will dwarf anything we make on the front end, and it will be residual. Because if you look at the front end, the way it's designed, I took you through the team member package, $495 package, and how quickly a business associate can earn their money back by using the vouchers. But they can also earn a lot of money back just, when you look at how their fast start bonuses, if they're starting out at the beginning, 10%, they've enrolled 2 people, they basically made $100. And that cycle's $40, so they get $140 very quickly against what they spent to start their business. Help their 2 become active, so they've enrolled 2. That generates 2 more cycles, so that's another $80. So you can see how the individual who starts for $495 in a matter of weeks, just on the front end bonus side, can earn all their money back and be in a profit. They can be earning an extra $100, $200, $300 a month within their first month, 2, 3 months, which nobody quits anything that they're making cash on, what they're earning a profit on. And we want to be able to allow people the time they need to sustain their business for it to mature and grow. Now, those of you that are on this training that are great builders, you got great databases, you know how to go out there and build and break great teams, you're going to knock it out of the park. You're going to earn income that's unbelievable. We will set a standard in the industry, and it will be the kind of money that's going to be talked about, because it's the money that allows us to do the things that will change our lives, our children's lives, our grandkids' lives. It is a generation business that we're going to be able to hand down to our kids and grandkids. Again, this is just a representation of the back end of our business, so you can see what it looks like in a different form. One of the things that I've learned is you can say the same thing over and over again. If you say it 2 and 3 and 4 different times, it'll affect people differently. Same thing graphically. If you have different visuals, it'll do exactly the same thing. So what do you need to do now? We're at the end of September, heading into October. This is going to start November 1. November 1, we will be making a migration of the existing genealogy to create the genealogy for the front end of the business, the binary side of our business. Now understand, we are not changing genealogies. We're not changing anything. But what we will do is we will give preferential treatment, if you will, if that's the correct term to use, on the higher ranks who have worked hard, have developed a business, and at least got to the point of achieving the rank of sales director. And they will be given preferential treatment in terms of that migration to the binary side. Now, obviously, we're going to start with the senior vice presidents. Then it'll go to their vice presidents and then the sales directors and that type of thing. And so you have between now and November 1 to build a business as fast and as quick as you can to a minimum of sales director or higher, because you can get there, I mean, with the right teams in place and whatnot, so that when the migration takes place, then you'll have the ability to be in a more beneficial location, if you will. Once it's done, then we just move forward. We don't ever worry about it again. We don't look back again. But as we build our business globally, this is a one-time situation, never to happen again. So I would recommend do whatever you got to do. Make sure, number one, make sure you're active, make sure you're fully qualified, help as many as you possibly can. Also keep in mind this, if you're writing anything now, write this down because this is important. Active, qualified. That means when you sponsor 2 on the right, 2 on the left, 3 on the right, 3 on the left, they must be active and qualified. Just because you sponsor 3 on the right, 3 on the left doesn't mean you're at the 20%. Each one of those 6 people have to have enrolled their 2, so they're qualified. I'm going to repeat that. Each of your personally enrolled have to be qualified, meaning they've enrolled their 2 each. So if you want to think about it in just plain numbers, 6 people each with 2 is an additional 12. That ensures you're maximizing the front end of the business, all bonuses, everything you're entitled to, everything. So we're at a very, very unique time. We're at a very opportune time. Today is the 27th of the month, and so we've got roughly 5 weeks. So let's just do everything that we need to do to move this forward in a very, very powerful way.